Awesome. So welcome, guys. It is the last day of April, actually. Tomorrow is the 1st of May. I know we've got some girls joining on from the UK, so it's daytime on a Sunday for you. So wherever you are in the world, hope you're having an awesome day. If you guys don't know me, my name's Lauren. I've been a part of this incredible company and business now. It'll be 3 years this June, which is crazy to think how fast time flies. And I guess I never thought it would be anything like this. You know, in the beginning of this venture, I kind of only ever started it to build a travel fund. An extra $500 to $1,000 a month really would have helped me out back then. I was working 3 jobs, 70-hour work weeks. I was 26 years old. I traveled and lived abroad for 5.5 years. I lived in the US and lived in the UK. And loved every second of it, and kind of came home kicking and screaming from the UK in 2013 and thought, you know, I'll jump into personal training because I'd lost a lot of weight with a PT and really wanted to help people do that. And, you know, that was very time for money. And I kind of did 2 other jobs on the side to really, you know, earn an income on top of that. And I guess it became pretty tedious, pretty fast. It was very time for money. And I was working 7 days a week, you know, 26 years old with little to no life. And whatever you want from this business, it can be. If you want it to change your whole entire life, you know, like I didn't think I wanted in the beginning, then it can. If you want an extra couple of $500, $1,000 a month to really help you out, then you can achieve that. If you just want to get your product cheaper and help a few people, then you can do that. But tonight's a little bit of a casual information session to kind of be inspired by some incredible people doing some, you know, incredible things. And we are just everyday people. You know, I just got back from a conference in the US in Anaheim in California, and I was surrounded by 8,000 people, you know, 8,000 people that want more in life, 8,000 people, bright, shiny faces that really get that there's kind of more than a 9-to-5 grind. Some people have been in the company for honestly almost 30 years, which is incredible to think, you know, the longevity of our company, of our product. It really stands the test of time. So tonight's just a little bit, if this isn't for you, you know, if this nothing resonates with you after tonight, then honestly you wasted half an hour of your time to come and have a look at kind of a different way. You know, maybe it's a better way, maybe it's a different way of life, but we've got an incredible product and program, okay, that really is, I guess, the backbone of our business. We get to help people through different avenues, through health, through an incredible product and program, and then through wealth, whether that's financial, whether that's time freedom, whether that's mums staying home with their kids and being able to, I guess, produce an income without having to, I guess, sacrifice the time with their children, whether that's Gen Ys like me that want to travel the world. But we've got an incredible product behind what we do. Now, our program is called the Juicy Body Transformation, and it's all hosted online. So you get meal plans and workouts and, recipes, like whole food recipes that you're not on a diet. It's not a fad. It's not a Band-Aid. It's an incredible product. And this product with that program is really the catalyst for change and helping people create healthy, sustainable lifestyles for the whole family. So mums, I guess the worst thing you can do is be on a diet and have to cook one thing for yourself and then something else for the rest of the family and feel deprived. And our program is not about deprivation. It really is not about counting calories. It's not a diet. It's really helping people create, you know, healthy, sustainable changes throughout their life to get results that they want, whether that's weight loss, whether that's health results, whether that is just staying on top of their health and vitality. And this product is really the backbone behind our program, and it's called Juice Plus. So if you've never seen it before, we've got our premium product, which is our capsules. And it's literally fruits, veg, and berries, okay, that have been vine ripened, picked, juiced, pulped, and freeze dried. Okay, if you love science, you're going to love Juice Plus because there is 33 independent peer-reviewed studies behind it. You can listen to, you know, talks on the farmers on how they actually grow the crops and how they actually produce the product. It's non-GMO. So it literally is no herbicides, no pesticides, and it's tested 7 times before it's put in this capsule and kind of delivered to your door. What I love about it is it was all natural. So any point in your life, whether you're a child, breastfeeding, whether you're pregnant, you can take Juice Plus. The only contraindication is if you actually are allergic to a fruit or vegetable in the product. So again, it's literally like taking 27 different varieties of fruits, veg, and berries. You extract the water, When you extract the water, the sugar's naturally fermented out of it, and then you're left with the essence, okay? You're left with the vitamins and minerals, the phytochemicals of those fruits and vegetables. So it's not like take this and don't eat real food. That's not what we're saying. It is really a way to bridge the gap, because this is what we know we should eat. We should be eating, 9 to 13 serves of fresh fruits and vegetables every day. The government tells us 5 and 2 because it's achievable. But if you look at any current science right now, 9 to 13 in the current lifestyle we lead, the air we breathe, the soil that our fruits and vegetables and our crops are grown in is really deprived and depleted of minerals and nutrients. And, down to the lifestyles we lead, higher stress, lower level of nutrient of food, and we eat out of a lot of convenience in this day and age. So Juice Plus is a way to bridge the gap, because I'm passionate about health, and I don't know about you, but especially when I was in America, 9 to 13 serves of fresh fruits and vegetables is not achievable, nor was I doing it. Okay, and I knew that even on a good day that I was flooding my body like full of great nutrition, and on a bad day, it was my safety belt. It was at least I'm getting this and not nothing at all. And really, you look at Juice Plus and you think, well, what benefits would I feel and what effects would it have on my body if I was having 3 cold pressed juices a day, or 3 green smoothies a day, or 3 extra. Okay. And most people aren't doing that. Okay, we eat a lot of dead food these days, the white depleted of nutrients food. And even the fruits and vegetables that we are consuming, we really don't know how they're grown and, if they're left on the shelf for how long. They're gas ripened in warehouses, things like that, and they're picked green. Whereas Juice Plus is vine ripened. So it's left on that vine to the height of ripeness and the height of density of nutrition. So that's really our fruits and vegetables and our vitamins and minerals. This is what I call your micronutrition. It's what most people forget about. And for every adult that takes Juice Plus, one of the reasons I got involved with the company is because of the kids' health study. So for every adult that takes Juice Plus and consumes it, okay, they get to sponsor a child absolutely free. And to see the changes within children is incredible. So these are our chewable version. Kids can take the capsules. Okay, I've had friends that have been on them through pregnancy, and then when they give birth, they actually have it through breast milk, and then they empty the capsules into their baby cereal and things like that. So the capsules are safe, but if they want the chewables, it's a child-friendly version. So it's fruits and vegetables mixed with a tapioca, again, all vegan, vegetarian friendly, and all natural. So it's not mixed with a gel or a gum. It's mixed with a tapioca. So it's just a root. And you're getting 17 different varieties of fruits and veggies in your diet into your kids before they even leave the house, if they're going to school or, seeing the changes. Kids, there really is no placebo effect, okay? It's craveability. It's like attracts like, and it is like that with adults too. We're a bit more learned, whereas children just kind of feel their way through those first couple of years. And so craveability is a big thing. So when kids are getting that flood of nutrition into their body, they're craving more fruits and vegetables, they're drinking more water, they're pooping better, they're sleeping better, their moods are better. Why? Because it's a higher level of density of nutrition into their bodies at a cellular level. So when you're really ingesting Juice Plus, it's in your bloodstream within 3 to 7 minutes, okay? And your body knows what to do with it because it's like attracts like. So, if you take a multivitamin, I'm not here to bag out anything else, but if you take a multi, that is a multitude of vitamins and minerals that have been synthetically formed and put together, and they don't necessarily work in synergy in your body. Your body doesn't recognize it. It can't utilize it. Therefore, it excretes it. Whereas with Juice Plus, it's fruits and vegetables. Your body doesn't know, your body doesn't need to know how to recognize broccoli. It just does at that cellular level. Apples, oranges, and they all have multitudes of vitamins and minerals that they offer. So when you think about Juice Plus, it's just an array and abundance of fruits and vegetables that you're getting into your system every single day in a really convenient, affordable, and easy way for the whole family to really make a lifestyle change. We're not a catalog company. We are not a sign-up club at all. We're really about health from the inside out. So we don't have an array of products. We literally have our capsules and our chewables, which is our micronutrition, and then we have our macronutrition, which is our whole food powder. Now it's called Juice Plus Complete. It literally is a complete blend of plant-based proteins, okay, that have been water washed and not heat treated. So we have a lot of whey protein, which is just a derivative of milk, and a dairy product. And most of us don't actually respond well, and especially our digestive systems, to that. Whereas when you take a plant-based protein, it's bioavailable because it's easily digestible into your system, and it is water washed, so it's not being denatured through the process of heating it up. You've got an amazing abundance of vitamins and minerals through plants in there, like quinoa and amaranth and millet, good carbohydrate sources. It really is a complete blend of good fats, carbohydrates that are low GI, really at a plant-based, form. And then you got plant-based proteins in there as well. You got things like mushroom and niacin, which is an amazing mood booster when you pair those two together. And you've got things like pomegranate and spirulina and alfalfa sprouts and broccoli sprouts, things that I genuinely would need on a plate. I know I'm getting in the form of chocolate and vanilla. And again, safe for the whole family. So children can take this. There are not many proteins out there. You don't have to hide on the top shelf away from your kids. And mums love to trick their children. I know lots of mums in the team, they blend this with a dairy-free form of milk like almond milk or rice milk, and the kids are getting a amazing tasting chocolate milk. Yet mum wins because there's lots of healthy things in there. So they're our whole food powder. We have one more product in Australia that's launching in June, and that's our plant-based omega, one of the first whole plant-based omegas on the planet. I've been taking it for the last almost 2 months now, and the benefits have been incredible. If you are tuning in from the US or the UK, which I know some are, you do have a more array of products over there, and you can find out about those. But in Australia and New Zealand, that's kind of what we have. And I love the small range because it really shows that, our product is not just affordable and achievable for the whole family, but it really does help people in terms of benefits. And for me, the science is incredible. So much science. I hear so much from doctors when I go back to conferences overseas, but truly it is the stories, the stories of good health, the stories of how it's changed people's lives. And for me, I suffer with adrenal fatigue. So the fact that I've, been go for the last 2 weeks and then just come off, a 14.5-hour flight back home, and tried to stay awake all yesterday, which didn't go to plan. For me, I suffer a lot with, sleeping. I have to nap all the time. My immune system is shot. My skin was terrible. Within 3 days of taking Juice Plus, I felt more sustained energy. 12 weeks, my skin, and then it took 14 months for my immune system to completely heal. Now, I got a sore throat over in America, and I was like, nope, this isn't going to happen. Kept taking my Juice Plus. Definitely the food doesn't help over there. But I didn't get sick. I didn't get run down. I didn't have to nap during the day, although there were definitely some pool naps, I'm sure. But, honestly, this product for 3 years, the stories just completely back up on my behalf of what it's been able to help me achieve. But I know Casey's had some awesome results, so I'm going to get her to share before we hear from the girls that are launching tonight. So I'll spotlight you, Casey, if you can come off mute.
Sorry, Mike.
How are you? Yeah, you're good now.
Oh, good. My computer keeps freezing, so I can't see anything.
Go for gold. We can see you.
Okay, good. So I started taking Juice Plus about a year ago now, and initially I started taking it because some of my close girlfriends were on it, and they had little tiny babies, and they were raving about how much energy they had, and they looked fantastic. And I thought, geez, if they can do that with little babies, why do I look so tired and drawn out all the time? So I approached my girlfriend and said, what is it? What's your secret? Tell me. I need it. And it all made 100% sense to me because when I was in the military, I was actually a chef. So I knew a little bit about nutrition, and for me, this just made sense. So I started taking the product, and the first thing I found was that my sleep was improved like almost instantly. You know, it would have been a week or so on the product, and I slept the whole night. And I suffer really bad insomnia and hadn't slept a full night in 14 years. So that paid for itself right there. And then obviously, you know, as a response to that, my energy levels just were, you know, going through the roof. I didn't need to have any coffee anymore. I went from 6 coffees a day to 0. I went from no bags of lollies I would eat a whole packet of lollies in the afternoon, and then I went to having none. But the biggest thing that I found, and I never in my wildest dreams expected the capsules to help with my arthritis and my psoriasis, but they completely cleared me up. So I was on methotrexate for 7 years. I was on a dose that was so high it was actually illegal in the UK, and it's a form of chemotherapy. So I'm a traveller. I absolutely love travelling, and I went to South America, and I was living there. And I couldn't visit most of the cool places because I was on methotrexate and couldn't have any live immunisations. Otherwise, I would catch whatever I was being immunised against. So I kind of threw all my toys out of the cot when I got back to Australia, and I told the rheumatologist, that's it, I'm never ever taking this drug again. It's just changed my life too much. I hate it. I'm not doing it. So when I found Juice Plus, they kept telling me, go back on it, go back on it, go back on it. You're going to have permanent damage if you don't take it. I found Juice Plus 4 months after being on it. I went to see the rheumatologist, and he said, oh my God, you finally started taking methotrexate again. And I said, no, I started taking Juice Plus, and he was just blown out of the water with my mobility, my skin, my joints, and he examined my whole body to try and find some kind of deformities, and he was just shocked and amazed. So for me, they're incredible. I just love them, and I love my mobility.
Amazing, Case. I think I've heard it once before, but it's never tiring listening to that. Amazing.
Thank you.
Far too young to have mobility issues like that, I guess. So, you know, it honestly is, you know, it's not a cure. We can sit here and think, you know, Juice Plus is some crazy cure, but it's honestly just good nutrition. Fruits and vegetables that make sense. And I think that's what's so amazing about our product and our business, because you don't have to be the expert. People understand they need more fruits and vegetables, and they're just not getting it. So we have to deliver on that. But we've got an incredible business also behind what we do. And before I kind of go into that, I'm going to get Alicia, because I can see her on my screen, to share a little bit about, you know, what she's excited for about the future and how this came into her life. So I'll spotlight you. Everyone can hear you now.
Hello.
Hey. So tell us a little bit about you, hun. How did you come across this business? And I guess, you know, what are you excited for, and why did the products make sense?
Right, so I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for 10 years, married with a daughter, and working 3 days a week, which is pretty full on at the moment. We have plans to just pack up and travel Australia in a couple of years, and we were trying to work out ways to be able to afford that and earn a living while we're on the road. And anyway, I posted on one of the Travelling Australia sites, and Jarna messaged me back, and I got talking to her through private message, and yeah, I said that I'd be really interested in doing this. I've been trying to focus on my health and fitness in that the last few months, so this seems like an ideal thing for me to be working on. and I just love the fact that it's whole foods and nutrition, and I already know a couple of people that have been taking it and they've had awesome results, and I just can't wait to share it with everyone that I know.
Amazing. And you can do business with a little baby.
Yes.
I love it. And a supportive husband that had your back in his corner.
Yes.
Love it. Well, there's so many people traveling Australia actually at the minute in caravans, and you're going to hear from one tonight, which is exciting. So welcome.
Oh, awesome.
Amazing. So that's one of the girls. And then I think we've also got another one, if I can find her. Does she want to come off mute and then I can spotlight? Is it Rebecca? Yes. Is she? Oh, she's back.
Hello.
Yeah, everyone's confusing me. There you go. It's not hard. It's not hard to confuse me. How are you, Beck? Are you good?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about you and how this came into your life and what you're excited for.
Okay, so I'm a nurse myself as well. And yeah, I actually know Kate, so I'm ex-Defence Force. And so I knew that she had issues with the arthritis and everything. And I was seeing her posts on Facebook. I was following her a little bit, and I actually saw one of her live posts, and she was telling me, she was saying that how she's been on this little journey that she has been on, and that she's improving, and that she went to her rheumatoid doctor, exactly the same story she just told everyone. And I'm like, what's going on here? So I kind of followed her up and PM'd her, and she told me about her little journey, and that's how I got involved in it. And she told me all about it. And nutrition is so important to me, especially being a nurse. I just love helping everyone and love putting it out there. I'm a person that I don't like taking Panadol for myself. I'm just not a tablet person or a tablet pusher. Especially as a nurse, I find that quite hard. So it just makes sense to me. It's like pure gold going into your body, and it fuels your body and you respond from it. So you receive your energy and your mood and obviously your skin. And yeah, so that's pretty much what's got me started and going. And I have 2 little kids as well. And my partner is FIFO, so he's away for a whole month. So I actually was finding it quite hard with energy-wise, especially the last couple of weeks. I noticed myself started to get really short, and with the kids, and I was just lacking energy and lacking sleep, and just thought to myself, this needs to change. And then Case popped into my life, and it couldn't have come at a better time, to be honest. It's I'm so excited and just can't wait to start it. And well, I have started. I've been on for 4 days now. Sorry.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that's my little story.
And what about business-wise? Obviously, you're a working mum and 2 little kids and a FIFO husband. That's a month away. That must be hard. But like, what are your dreams and hopes and ambitions for the business side of things?
My dreams is I'm not back at work yet, but my little man has just turned 1 and he's just started daycare, so I will be starting to go back to work, hopefully twice a week. But next year, I actually want to further my studies in my nursing. And I would like to try and do that full time. So I've actually got a full income coming in through this business, and just to further like more education for people as well, especially all my patients as well that are coming in.
Yeah.
If this can help me, well, it can help everyone else out there. So, and they just need the education, because I hadn't realized it's been around for so long. And
yeah.
Yeah, and when I actually started this, I was from Western Australia. I was nursing over Western Australia, and one of my pharmacist friends messaged me, and she was telling me about her story, and that had been on it for 10 years, and her mum's a nurse. And it's just incredible to even know that it's been around for that long, and I hadn't heard anything about it. So
I know.
Just to get the education out there.
Amazing. Well, we're excited, and thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Welcome. 2 nurses, it goes to show our product must be incredible, because my mum's a nurse, and together product past a nurse isn't easy. It took me a while. But just like Beck just shared, our product has been around for a long time, 18 years in Australia, or it came to Australia in 98. Can't do maths right now. But that's a while it's been in our country, and it's been on the market for over 26 years now. So, which is incredible, really. But it goes to show our business, business is a way of the future. I guess it's the oldest form of marketing, word of mouth marketing. And that's really kind of what we're paid to do. We're paid to share. I always say I'm not in sales. I definitely sell a product, and, I definitely share a business, but I'm in the referral-based marketing, especially in this day and age with these things that are constantly attached to us. What's the first thing you do? If you go to a nice restaurant, you see a good movie, you use a good hair product, a good makeup, whatever it is, you usually post it on Facebook or Instagram, or you tell someone about it. And then someone says, hey, what was that movie like? It was awesome. Except Birch Car and Coil or Event Cinemas or whoever, your cinema is, they're not putting money in your bank account for recommending. And that's really what we're paid to do in a business model that really is, been around for a really long time, but again, is the way of the future. There's no contradiction that there is a rise in the referral-based marketing, MLM industry at the moment, because people are looking, for a better way, or a way to earn an extra income, or a way for mums to stay at home with their kids if that's what they want to do, or further their education without having to take a pay cut. So when I look at traditional business, which most of us have either worked in or owned, okay, it's shaped something like this, okay? Something drawn better than that, but something like that. You've got the CEO at the top, or the small business owner, especially here in Australia, and then you've got the workers down the bottom, okay? Whether that's the checkout chicken Woolies, whether that's the bank teller at the ANZ Bank, whether that is something down the bottom of the Defence Force. Now, my brother and dad are actually in the Defence Force, so I should know that better. But really, it's someone down the bottom. And we've got runs, okay? Why can a 16-year-old run a McDonald's? Because there's systems in place. There's hierarchy in place to allow that to happen. And this is how traditional business works, okay? And how much of your time do you have to use and, give to this company to be able to make your way up the ladder? For me, it was 7 years to get to a managerial position. I started young in a retail outlet, and it took me 7 years to run the front end, okay? I had more liability. I had to do the rosters. I had more stress. I had to do more hours for little to no more pay. And I thought, as a 19-year-old, there is something very wrong with this picture. If you're the CEO or small business owner, you've got the stress, the liability, you've got to pay the staff, the overheads, right? You own a job. Okay, when you look at our industry, okay, it's limitless. This is very limited in the amount of space that you can grow. I always say it's very capped. Someone will help you until you jeopardize their position, and then they're like, see you later, no thank you. And how many, runs can you actually get up before you're capped? Sometimes there's little to no more positions that you can rise, and you go, you know what, I'm just going to settle for this for the next 35 years. For me, that was not an option. I really am ambitious, and I like to strive through something. And when I looked at this business model, it was limitless. Limitless to the amount of people that can come in, okay? There can be any amount of franchise, and you're buying a franchise in a system that works. So VF, a virtual franchise, in a system that works. I wouldn't go buy a franchise in a coffee shop that was failing. I wouldn't go buy a franchise for $300,000 at a McDonald's, because that's just not my value system. So for me, I wanted to buy a franchise in a system that works, something that I didn't have to pay overheads or buy into as such. For $165, I could potentially change my life. $165 was all I was buying into, to own a business that I could run from anywhere in the world and be paid a limitless amount of money if I was prepared to link arms and help people. The only way you can get to our position of NMD, which is one of the pinnacle positions, is by helping other people achieve their goals. So, I reached out, and I didn't know very many people. And I think that was probably my biggest fear in the beginning. If I was going to be, the pinnacle of this position and really raise my standards, then I was like, my biggest fear is I don't know anyone. But I was just told by my mentor to be teachable. I had desire for more in life. And was I willing to be consistent and give this an hour a day? And the answer was yes. And that was in stolen moments. I worked 3 jobs, 2 jobs during the week. So all I did was come into this business as me, myself, and I was teachable. And all I did, which is kind of what these girls have done, is shared what I was excited for on social media. You know, more energy, clearer skin, and people came to me. And I shared it with about 5 people in my first week by just sharing on social media and bits and pieces about what I was excited for. I wasn't even taking the product yet. It was still in the mail on the way over to me. And all I did then was understood that I was person A, okay? I just wanted a couple of extra $100, okay, to get my product pretty much for free at that stage and earn a little bit of extra money on the side. And then as I progressed, I understood this business was about teaching people. So I shared it with Kirsten. She was one of the first people I shared it with. I invited her to an event like this. She loved it. She was a mama too. She wanted to make an extra income, and she was person B. All I did was teach her how to do this business. Then I shared it with a mum by the name of Jay, who I didn't know. I found her on social media, just like Alicia said she did with Jarna. And then Jarna was another girl I shared it with, didn't know. I live on the Gold Coast. She lives down in Mornington Peninsula in Victoria, and I shared it with her. All I did was teach these girls. And then Keek shared it with Kelly, and Kelly shared it with Star, and, you know, she shared it with Tish also. She also shared it with Rhonda and Elle. Jay shared it with Missy. Who else did she share it with? Shared it with, Patricia. And then Jarna went and shared it with Casey. And then Casey has shared it with Beck. This grows with or without you, okay? Over the time of being in America, I'm pretty sure 63 new people joined the team, and I introduced it to one, okay? This effect, we call it the popcorn effect, okay? This effect is truly understanding that if you help enough people, okay, and it's not hundreds, it's not thousands. If you went and shared it with 3, and they went and shared it with 3 each, and then they went and shared it with 3, the duplication and the compound effect is massive. So me, if I can go and share the product with 3 people a month, that's awesome. But if I went and shared the business with 3 people, okay, not only am I sharing the product with those 3, but then I'm offering the business opportunity. I'm offering, you know, them a chance to go and share it with other like-minded people to build a business together. Okay, when I got that if I helped enough people get what they want, my business would grow whilst I was investing in them. When I understood this business model, my whole life changed. I was like, why have I not seen this before? Because when I grew my PT business, it didn't grow, okay, unless I was in it, unless I was literally in it and building it. But this business, if you give, you know, honestly, dedicated time to investing in other people and their goals, you know, your business is going to grow. And like that coin term, if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. It's an incredible business model when you really look at it. And everyone has the same opportunity because we've all got the same product. We've all got the same amount of time in a day. It really comes down to what we want. And you might just be that person A and want it a bit cheaper. You might be that person B, an extra $2,000 a month would help. Or you might be that person of Jay and Jarna who want to change their whole world. So one more thing before we kind of wrap it up, and you're going to hear from 2 incredible girls in the team that have done amazing things. One I got to spend some time with just in LA, and it was awesome to share the experience with her. But we get paid 3 ways. So people always say that's all well and good. You know, it's about sharing both a product and a business with people that are looking. But how do we get paid? So we get paid a retail profit. So when you connect the company to the customer, the company will put digits in your bank account, but they do all the hard work for us. We do not keep stock, okay? The stock I have in my house is mine. They box it, they ship it, and they deliver it straight to the customer's door, which is incredible, and they pay us to do that for saying thank you for sharing the message of good health. Commission, so when we do better in the business, we get paid a higher commission, and as we help and teach other people, we also are paid commission on top of that, which really is that beach money, really, when it is that popcorn effect. Once it starts growing and it grows with or without you, you are paid on work that you've done months ago. And really, I kind of, coined that term, beach money. There's a book on it by Jordan Adler. And then we're paid bonuses. So bonuses is the fun money. I always say the profit is the now money. Really, in the beginning, that is what you're earning a lot of when you're sharing it. Commission is that check that builds over time. Okay, and bonuses is the fun money, especially if you're a mum or a woman. You know, we've got a cool culture in our team that you spend some of that bonus money, at least a bit of it, on yourself. I know that I do, definitely spa days. So we get to levels just like you were in kind of traditional business, but you never get demoted. Okay, you run your own business on your terms. You can go as slow or fast as you want. You're a blessing in our team, whether you do a little or a lot, and you get to take this business as you. Now, if you want to earn some good bonuses, then, you know, they're definitely on the table for you to do. So SDVF is a $400 bonus, and teach other people to get there, and you get a paid teacher bonus on top of that. So if you went and helped, you know, you get it once you get there. If you went and helped one person every month get there, you'd get that teacher bonus on top. So it really is not a sign-up club. We are not rewarded anyway financially for signing people up. We are paid in a direct reflection of how many people we go and help every month. So SC, or sales coordinator, is a $600 bonus. It's been literally 2 weeks since I've done an event and I've already forgotten. So $600 bonus. I actually should know, because one of my amazing team members who's on here, I think, Marissa, she got to SC whilst I was in the US, and so I got that teacher bonus also for helping. SSC, or senior sales coordinator, is a $1,200 bonus, and again, help other people do it, and it's a $1,200 bonus. QNMD, or qualifying national marketing director, is a $1,500 bonus, and help other people do it, $1,500. NMD, which is that final pinnacle position, is a $3,000 bonus. The person that's helped you has earned enough. Now, that is just one of the first milestones. If you really are building a strong, sustainable business at NMD, you should be earning 80 to 100 grand per annum. Okay, it's not guaranteed. It's based on how strong and how you're building your business. There are $27,000 of more of bonuses on top of that, which I have been blessed to be able to earn most part of that. I've got 2 more bonuses to go. So for me, you know, really looking at that, that's really that first stepping stone of when I say your business truly begins. You know, your business truly begins at NMD, because it really becomes about how many people you can then go and help. On top of that. So for me, we've got a brand new promotion. But before she shares and kind of wraps it up, I'm going to get Jarna to share quickly a little bit about her business story, because it only seems fitting because her girls launched tonight. So I find her, and there she is.
Hello. How you going? Cool, thanks, Loz. You sort of downgraded me then. I'm really excited about who's got their promotion. I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but I'm not far. I'm chasing her, I promise you. I'm coming after you, lovely. But for me, I found this amazing product first 14 months ago. I really needed it for my husband more than anyone else. He literally only eats meat and potato, and I just wanted something to bridge that massive gap in his diet. But I knew that he wouldn't stick to it unless I did it. And I had what I thought was a really good diet, but, you know, not every day is perfect. So I thought, yep, let's both do it. And the opportunity came up as well. And I met Lauren, and didn't know Lauren before, on a post she put on a local mummies page down here, something I'm normally super skeptical about and wouldn't have a bar of. But I'd been working in the public service for 11 years when I met her. I'd been in the defence for 10 of those, and I just started a new job in the Department of Human Services, and for the first time in my life I hated my job. So I'd only just started there just after maternity leave with my second baby, and I just felt like everything was falling over. I wasn't being a good mum. I wasn't keeping up with all my my household duties, cooking and cleaning. I didn't feel like I could really retain all the information I needed in my new job. I was exhausted because my children both suffered from croup or baby asthma at the time as well. I was starting to get really sick. Mentally and physically, I was starting to get really sick. So, me and my hubby both love travel as well, and we just hadn't had a break, and we needed a break. I needed something to change. So I said yes to this business, and literally 4 or 5 months in, croup-free, by the way, with my children. So, respiratory-wise, it's just smashed it. So something totally unexpected for us, just extra fruit and vegetables getting into their little bodies. meant that, you know, I haven't been into hospital in 10 months. I haven't been going back and forth to the GP every 2 weeks for steroid medication and asthma and preventative pump. 5 months in, I was able to reduce my hours to part-time, and then really see what this opportunity could give me and my family. And I got to help some amazing people with their diet. But what also happened was they saw that, honestly, I'd been probably quiet on social media. I'd been quiet in my life because I didn't know how to talk to people. I really felt like the walls were caving in before Juice Plus. Didn't know how to talk to people, especially on this sort of forum, I guess. And all of a sudden I was beaming. You know, I had bright skin, you know, was jumping out of my skin and wanted to share it, wanted to help people, and wanted to offer this opportunity. So, yeah, I was able to go part-time, but by December I was able to resign my full-time position, something that I never even thought possible. I'm now a stay-at-home mum with my 4-year-old and now 2-year-old. I get to drop my 4-year-old off at kinder, which are those ridiculous hours, and I get to pick him up. I get to do kinder duty. I get to go and hang out at the beach 1 day a week with my 4-year-old. I get to have all this special time with my 2-year-old. I get to have dates with my 4-year-old. I get to have dates with my husband. You know, our relationship was so strained with all that with our working hours. He works full-time for himself. He's got his own business as well. And all the strain of the kids being sick constantly. So now I get to stay at home. I get to help other mamas stay at home and look after their kids, or I get to help other families get on the road and travel. And because this is such an amazing opportunity that you can do from anywhere. I'm not at home just being a stay-at-home mum working my business and around my kids. I'm at the park. I'm at the sandpit. I'm on holidays. I've been to the Gold Coast a couple of times. I'm going to the Gold Coast again in July. I would have gone to LA if I had got my passport in time, but it's been an amazing opportunity. The support and the community that you get is endless. That was something I really missed when I left the defence, but this just, you know, is tenfold even stronger and better. And it's all about linking arms. You don't compete, and it's just health. The amount of stuff I've learnt on personal development, on myself, on my family, on my team. I've got some beautiful new friends, and it's reconnected old ones. So I'm so blessed to be a part of it. So thanks again, Loz, for letting me share, and well done to my girls tonight for launching.
Amazing. And we missed you over there in LA, Jarna. I kept saying Jarna should be here, but I knew how much FOMO they were all getting for every post, every picture I posted on social media. I'm sure I got unfollowed by some people, but shows this business can be done by anywhere. You know, I was still checking in with the team, and this business, right, I've got some amazing leaders in the team like Jarna, who kept events running for me while I was gone, and all of that, and she has an awesome present from LA for that too. So for me, she said something really cool, which is we don't compete. Every time someone gets a promotion, it really shows other people that, you know what, she can, so I can too, or he can. There are some token males in our team also, that, you know, anyone can do this. And Jo is a new QNMD, so, you know, just off that pinnacle position. She got there whilst in LA. We spent the last day in LA like hustling for the promotions, checking in with the team in Australia whilst we sat by the pool and drank a bottle of Moe, to be brutally honest with you. So I'm going to pass it over to her. She is living the dream, traveling around in a caravan. She just got back from LA yesterday morning too, so I'm sure she's feeling on top of the world. So I'll hand it over to you, Jo.
Thanks, Loz. You're not supposed to tell secrets. What happens in LA stays in LA.
Lots of Moe, lots of cocktails.
Oh, dear. So, this business came into my life exactly 12 months ago. I saw a post on Facebook from a lady who was working in family daycare, which was the industry I was working in at the time. She was posted about how she was making enough money on her online business that she was actually going to be finishing up in family daycare. Now, that sounded amazing to me because, as Lauren said, and as a couple of the girls have said tonight, I wanted to go travelling around Australia. Never thought it would be possible, but figured I was too old to go fruit picking, didn't want to have to pick up random bar work, things like that. So, was really interested in this online business. I watched a video about it and instantly I loved the idea. I am a 2 times breast cancer survivor. So health and nutrition is something that's really, really close to my heart. I'm very passionate about looking after myself, except when I'm in LA. And so I researched the products, tried them for myself, absolutely loved them. Within a week, for me, I was sleeping better, like actually going to sleep and staying asleep and waking up feeling good. And because I was still looking after 4 little boys every day, I just had so much more energy. It was fantastic. And that brain fog that you get where you just can't concentrate and you can't think straight, that disappeared. I was able to do all of my documentation for the family daycare. It was just brilliant. So I knew I was gonna jump all straight in. I launched my business straight away, started talking to people, and basically just plugged into the system. I didn't know a lot of people. I have built my entire business on using Facebook. I've now got over 85 people in my team. And out of that, I actually only know 3 of them. So everybody else has come from social media, and I didn't know how to do that. I just plugged into the system, plugged into the trainings that we do, and they taught me everything I needed to know. So anybody can do this business. I am now sitting in my brand new 25-foot Silverline caravan. It is our dream caravan, and it's going to be our home for the next 3 to 5 years, depending on who you ask. So, it can happen. My life has completely changed in 12 months. I now just do this. Like Lauren said, got to go to LA. We're heading back down the Gold Coast again next week, possibly making plans for another overseas trip later in the year, and just working our way around Australia in the meantime. So, if you are not happy with where you are in life, life is too short to just spend it in a mediocre job doing something you're not excited about. You never know what tomorrow is going to bring. So if you're not loving what you're doing, and if you've got questions about what you've seen tonight, just get those questions answered so that you can have a strong yes or a strong no, because this business can be anything that you want it to be if you have the desire, if you're teachable, and you're willing to do the do. So yeah, just have a talk to whoever invited you here tonight, because this could be exactly what you're looking for. Thanks, Loz.
Amazing. And her Wi-Fi held up. We usually make a joke. Jo sounds like a robot because she's somewhere remote and doing this business literally from anywhere in her caravan. So what an incredible story. 2-time cancer survivor at such a young age, which is crazy. And, probably has every excuse not to do this business. But 2 of the most teachable human beings talk tonight, Jarna and Jo. Jo said to me in LA, we were sitting there, and she's like, because I'm like, you've built this whole business just like me on social media. She's like, yeah, I had 150 friends before this business. I'm like, what? How did you do it? Like, she was just teachable. I was like, how do you even have 150 friends? Seriously, you have more friends than that. But for me, I built this whole business on social media too. Within 2 years, I was able to hit the pinnacle position of NMD. Jo will do it faster than me, but it doesn't matter how fast or slow you do it. If it takes you 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, people are doing it as fast as 8 months now. When I did it in 2 years, I was like, oh my God, I'm amazing. But now our system is foolproof. It really is just about helping people with a better way of life, helping people that are stuck in something they're not loving, or helping people, get out of stressful situations. There is no correlation between stress and dis-ease in your body, right? Disease is just dis-ease. And it all comes down to good nutrition, except when we're in LA, it's totally a whole pass. And also really getting out of stress. And so much causes stress, but a big thing is finances, and this business can offer and deliver on helping you, helping with a couple of extra $100 a month, or, extra thousands, or, change your whole life. Live it from a caravan, driving around. Al, Jo's partner, always says to me he's a kept man, and I'm like, I think he's pretty proud of that. But being able to live a life of your dreams, because like Jo shared, life is short, and I'm reminded of that every day. Every single day We have no idea if we get another tomorrow until that tomorrow doesn't come. And that's not to be morbid, but that's just to show you that life can take unexpected turns. And for me, you know, I always wanted to live it to the fullest. Travel, have experiences, have adventure, whether that's being at home with your kids, whether, you know, that is just, you know, buying the dream car or the dream house. I know that this business can deliver on dreams because I see it every single day. You know, every single day from everyday ordinary people. There is nothing exceptionally special about me except that I made an exceptional effort. And I was reminded of that every day in the US, every day in Australian, American, Canadian, UK, people that couldn't speak English got up on stage and shared their story to what we call the pinnacle of NMD. Australia had 15 out of the 23 new NMDs in a year up there. It shows that right place, right time. If there is any time to join this business, now's that time. You know, we've never been more on fire. You know, the system's never been better. I didn't have this system when we started out. We kind of just made it up as we went along, seeing what worked, seeing what didn't, fix and refine as you go along. But, you know, there's hype around this right now. People want something else, and we've got an incredible timeless product. Fruits and vegetables never goes out of fashion. It's never going to be superseded by the next fad. It literally is something people need, and health is taking a turn for the worse at the moment, and we've got something to help better people's health. So take a closer look, ask questions. Jarna had 1,000. Joe, I'm sure, had more, but get them answered, because ask yourself, what if, you know, what if this could be a better way? What if this could be a product that could help your health? What if this could get your family, you know, out of a situation that you're not currently happy with right now, and get to travel around or be a mum that does mum care instead of daycare? Although the kids still go to daycare and love it. But then she gets to have her days with her kids also and be there for those magic moments. I was a nanny for a really wealthy family in the UK, and I raised their second child from birth. And, you know, definitely it took a toll on the family for them to see me pretty much be the mum to Joshua for the first 18 months of his life. So, you know, for me, it hits home to help mums stay home with their kids and not have to kind of go through that or miss out on those special moments because they're not little for very long. So take a closer look, have a closer look. We do these all the time. We do live events. We do lots of Zoom events, and we do, you know, have information sessions all the time that you can come and see it again and again and ask more questions and see if this is the right fit, and see if this could be something for you. So massive love from me. Have an awesome night. And I think it's a public holiday here tomorrow in Queensland, but maybe not for the rest of the states. So whatever you're doing for the week, hopefully it's amazing. And if you're going back to work, hopefully you do something that you're passionate about, and that you get to live every day passionate and on purpose, because that's all my wishes for anyone. So massive love from me. I'm going to stop talking and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks to the girls that launched their business, and Casey, Jarna, and Joe for sharing your stories.